Welcome to A House Around the Corner. I'm your host, Tricia Ziemer. We're at the Port Melbourne Neighbourhood House. This little house has taken their theatre from this lovely room out into the community. We're here with the lovely Kate Kelly, who's the manager of the house, and she's telling us about this innovation.
I've always been really committed to making art as accessible to the community as possible. So Homesick is taking that to another level. Homesick is taking art to people's lounge rooms, and taking art to the lounge rooms of this neighbourhood house. Only 8% of the population actually go and see opera, and Homesick's a fantastic opera, and it gives people who've never seen opera before because it's too expensive or it's too confusing or too intimidating, a nice, friendly, warm environment to see an opera that engages with them and talks to them about things that are important to them.
Now, you've innovated with about 20 people over the years, and you've done several pieces.
Yeah.
You've gone out to train stations, out to community festivals.
Yes.
And this one is in the lounge room.
Yes.
So you actually take it to someone's home.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's really interesting. We've taken it to a couple of homes to test it in a couple of different locations, and it's a really warm, friendly environment. It's an intimate piece of work.
Port Melbourne Neighbourhood House and Soup Kitchen Theatre both have similar goals around accessibility and affordability of theatre. And also we were really committed to, and this is the thing that Port Melbourne Neighbourhood House were really attracted to, we were committed to providing really top-class professional theatre that didn't speak down to an audience. So opera as a form is one that can often be challenging, but it's also one that should be available to everyone.
If you burn down the house, then you have to go outside because you don't want to die. No, I don't want to die. Don't want smoke in my lungs. Don't want ashes in my eyes. If I burn down the house, then I have to go outside.
And this is a very middle-class, established woman who has a job in a high functioning organisation and finds herself slipping into a depression and finds herself becoming agoraphobic.
So I jumped in my car and I drove towards town. Well, in time to catch the meeting because I had that presentation, and I know how much you needed for the hordes from upstairs and that board of directors with their profit margins pressing, and I know how much you hate them, but hey, that's another story. Alice, so I drove towards the city, but the traffic, it got heavy because a trailer in the tunnel had been greatly overloaded, and it fell on its side and it blocked off my lane. Then this guy in a ute, well, he tried to make a U-turn and I couldn't get around, so I honked and I beeped because I was worried about the meeting, but he got out of his ute and he made his way toward me.
Each environment provides different challenges because our idea is to come in and not move furniture, not to make it a theatre, but to work in the found space and to go, okay, where do we put the piano, where do we put the performer, how can we use all our props come in a tiny little box and we'll move them around the place, so we'll use the the person's kitchen, and that will then shape the blocking of the piece. So yeah, so each space creates new problems.
Wonderful.
And anyway, you're wondering, well, I'm not at the meeting, well, I'm coming to that, so just be patient for a minute. I walked towards the office, I was right across the room when I was grabbed by a man. He grabbed my bag and then he ran, but I was still attached and I was dragged around the pavement till another man appeared who I thought would be my hero, but he was an accomplice and he punched me in the face.
And it's a project that engages with people as well. At the end of the performance, there's a barbecue where people can actually have a chat to the actors and the director and talk about how that theatre, what that piece meant to them, and how, what their reactions were. So it's really engaging on a variety of levels.
This is a totally different world to my normal world. So
what do you think of the singing?
Oh, the singing's fantastic. I don't know how you do all those words and just keep it going.
Now, you've also got a little bit of a festival where you take it out a little bit more, don't you? Can you tell me about that?
The Port Melbourne Community Festival is a festival that's out on the street. So it's designed for families, for people in the community to learn more about their community and become more engaged. So we invite local organisations to come and have information stalls. We have a massive art project on the day, so every year we have a different theme. And the concept is wearable art. So last year it was calico bags. This year we don't know what it will be, but we're open to suggestions from the community. So everyone comes in, anyone can create a piece of art. No one's an expert, everyone's welcome and everyone can participate. And then we have a parade of the artworks at the end of the day. We have local musicians performing, we have kids' activities. So it's a great day and it's accessible for everyone in the community. It's free, it's great, and it's about participation.
Not only is this Port Melbourne Learn Local organisation committed to making art relevant, inspiring